Afternoon, everybody. Morning, evening, wherever you are. Cutting a bit fine again, wasn't I? Cutting a bit fine. Been out doing the Christmas food shopping today. That's not good out there, people. Stay indoors. Stay indoors. That's all I can say. There's a lot of not very happy people out shopping today. Oh dear. Anyway, we got Chris in, Aaron's in, Harvey's in, Tim's in, Joe's in, Dids is in, Nick, Patronics, I think I say Chris is in, yeah, Aston, Steve, Cajun Nut, Daryl B, let's turn that down a fraction, Aaron, just coming to life at 6 AM, Daryl. Apologies. We've got to get up at some stage, haven't we? Bob, how you doing, mate? Tim Whisker? I'm sure it will be, but you never know. It might just work. I might have already repaired it. I don't know. I've not even took the bottom off of this one yet to check. I might have already done the radio. Afternoon, Benji. Nah, Mrs. Cruncher's still pretty bad. Moti's in, hi Moti. Rob's in, hi Rob. Clean sausages. I'm glad it's not. Oh, some nice chicken. What did I read that as? Clean sausages, Benji? I don't know. I'm gonna say, what's the difference between clean and dirty ones? But no, it's chicken. Chicken sausages? Never heard of that. Hey, Danish pulls in, just barely awake. I know the feeling. Hey, good Rob. Yeah, so we've got the R600 to have a play with today. As I say, I don't recollect a lot about this one. I do not recollect a lot about it at all. Let's just get Penguin's cam sorted out. All ready. The finger, I don't know what's going to come out, Dids, until we pull the window open above Penguin. We do not know what's going to come out, mate. Sounds like I'd be on kitchen duty this Christmas. Yeah, I enjoy a bit of cooking, Bob. So we usually do it between us. Catch you in a minute, Paul. Let's go over and see Uncle Penguin then. There he is. Still got his lights going, look. Pongo. He's not good, is he? He's just got nothing going on, Pongo. Bill, good morning to you, mate. And Anthony's in. So we've got number 22 right above Penguin's head. Right above his head. No, it's not. As well, it's sort of. So look what we've got in here then. Oh, we've got another cider. Whoa, Henry Weston's. Vintage. Oh no. Penguin, look at this. This is good stuff. This will put some airs on your chest. 8.2%. Oh, Merry Christmas. Hell. 8.2%. That's a big one. Right. I'm gonna have to go and get a glass again. Can't really put it in the tankard. It'll melt it. I think it'll melt it. Melt it. Yes, 8.2%. Jeez. Henry Weston's vintage cider. Mrs. Cruncher's hooked me right up. Mark, where's Mark? $8.2, could be, yeah. Lucky I've only got the one, yeah, 8.2%, look. Right, I better go and get glass. I better go get glass. Bear with me. Itchy eyes today. Sore eyes. Right. Let's find a glass from my cider. What's it going to be today? We seem to have a glass shortage today. Let's go with a tankard. Shall we? No. I don't know what glass to have for this. I'm running out of glasses here. Let's go with a hobgoblin glass. Whew. 8% Penguin, what are you trying to do to me? Penguin's trying to get me drunk. Penguin's trying to get me drunk, I think. Right, where are we? It's got hobgoblin glass today. Don't know what the red star on the front is all about, but something to do with hobgoblin, no doubt. Oh God, I can smell that in a minute. God, smells the side of that. Strange, that, isn't it? Smells of fermenting apples. Yeah, Henry Weston's vintage, medium dry, smooth and rounded finish, single use harvest, 2023. 8.2%. Cool. Dear, dear. Well, it's got to go in, isn't it? I mean, there's no choice. Cheers, everybody. Definitely whiskey man here as well, Aston. It's Don in. Hi, Don, how you doing, mate? I was only talking about you the other day because I found these, look. I found these, Don. That I was going to send you and I forgot all of, well, I didn't forget about it. I couldn't find them initially, but these battery clips that I made up, look. For your hacker. So I must get those off in the post to you. I got to post that whacking great radio off to David yet. I must give him a shout. Whilst dropping my line. I think is he still on holiday, David? Oh, Coburn Tawny Port. Now you're talking, Don. Oh, Mrs. Cruncher loves a drop of port. In fact, well, we couldn't get any port today. We checked. We tried to pick her up a bottle of port today, but nobody seemed to have any sort of reasonably priced stuff. It was all like all or nothing, really. We normally get her a bottle in Lidl's because she actually likes that stuff, but they didn't have any. Totally sold out. We went into 2 different stores to try and get some. We couldn't get any anywhere. So unfortunately, she looks like she's not going to have any port this year. Unless one of the lads buys her one for Christmas, you never know. Just giving this radio a quick dust off. It's a bit dusty. As I say, I really don't know much about this one. Let's hope we haven't worked on it before, but there he is. The Roberts R600, the earlier type, with the lettering on the front rather than a little badge in the corner. So nice bit of kit. 4.2 Guinness. Guinness isn't very strong, is it really? Yeah. Let's just catch up. Derek Cooper's in. Hi, Derek. Bailey. It's got to go in a glass beer. It's got to go in a glass beer. It's cider, Bailey. It's cider. I mean, I normally put my beer in my tankard. Look, that's beer, but you know that probably, because it's metal, it probably melt it with a cider. It's quite acidic, isn't it, cider? But it is very nice. Not sure about home base, Rob. Yeah, I'll sort you one out, Don. Afternoon, David. How are you? Cold. It is cold here today. Rolf's in. You're making a proper East End pie and mash tonight with liquor. Not someone that licks things, but liquor apparently is something to do with eels. We had this conversation the other day, didn't we? Oh no. Can't be doing anything with eels. Not nice. So yeah, Robert's R600, what is it? It is a 3-band radio. Medium wave, long wave, VHF. Tone button. AFC. Aerial. It's got a very stiff turntable on the bottom. That needs a bit of lubrication. Grill's pretty good. It's got a slight indentation, but not bad at all. Badge is intact, which is good news because these are unobtainium now. Roberts did used to do them as a spare, but they stopped doing them a few years ago now. What's the aerial like? Nice original aerial with swivel. It's got like a yellowish tinge to it, so I don't know whether this is suffered at the hands of a smoker. I don't know. Or maybe it's been a kitchen radio. Pretty good nonetheless. So look in the bottom. See what's lurking. See if I've done anything to this. Oh no, it looks like we've had a bit of battery leakage in that one maybe. What do you think? I think so. Serial number 26358. Yeah, it's a little bit of rust in there, but nothing that can't be sorted by the looks of it. So we have the dreaded module in there. I wonder, do you think this will work? Anybody think this will work? Let me. Oh, we've got a broken battery clip on this one, Don. Look, so we're gonna have to put one of those on here as well. That's a very broken battery clip. Very broken. I think we'll just cut that off actually. No point desoldering that. It'll have to be trimmed back anyway. Chimmed? What's chimmed? Chimmed back. And that was a bit ropey as well. Chimmed back. Got to chim it back. Right, where's my leads? Is it going to work? Or are we going to have a major headache? Or are we going to have problems with the switch bank? Because the switch banks on these aren't great. Depends how much use it's had. Okay, so I lost my negative clip. There he is. So we want 9 volts. Right, let's catch up with the chat. $30°C? Hell, it's about 8°C here, Don. You got the old R600s but bumbling about on the radio shelf. Bob's giving it a thumbs down. AF7, we could send this down to David, couldn't we? That'd be cruel, wouldn't it? Not healthy, Moti's saying. 75%? Yeah, fancy you not having to zap any transistors, Don, eh? So lucky. You're down there again, Les. You're living down there now, are you? Got to be living down there now. Right, okay. Let's go VHF. Let's stick the aerial up. Let's stick it on 100, which it is. And let's push, turn it on. You ready? Flipping heck. That is so bad, that volume.
Restoration program. And all your listeners. Well, it sounds absolutely brilliant. And coming right up, it's my film set. So you've got about half a minute. That's another snowball.
Join us for a Christmas party with a country twist.
Sounds like long wave and medium wave are dead. The problem is that this volume pot is so bad that I can't really tell. We need to get it out and get this volume pot sorted a minute first before we go any further. Let's get them out of the case a minute. I need to get that volume pot sorted. Wrong screwdriver. So there's only 2 screws in the aerial really, and out you'll come. Well, in theory you'll come out, but right. Let's get some stuff down that volume pot, and I'm also going to put some in the switches because they're dodgy as well. See if that sorts them right out. So volume pot first with some fader lube. Hopefully that'll sort that right out. That was really bad. Certainly doesn't look to have been worked on before. Right, so all of the volume pots have got these little brass backs on them. Very nice, but get over there. Not when you want to get in them. Can I get these down far enough to just squirt a bit in without them popping off? Why won't you come off of there? I'm spraying a fair bit in because they are pretty scratchy. Right, 2 more to go. I'll think of it. And the last one. Right. That's the pots done, and volume pot, etc, etc. Let's just try this again then. See if that's sorted out that horrendous sound. Right, let's try them again. Will it perform this time? Bit of crackle. Yeah, you're dead right. If the AM's not working, it is the module for sure. For some reasons, they pass they'll pass AM sometimes and not FM, and vice versa. Afternoon, H. Neil. Daniel, how you doing, mate? It is the R600. Who's that was asking that? H. Neil, it is the R600, mate. Right. Try again. Still got distortion.
You felt like a question the problem and then you'd have to find somewhere else to live.
The government says it will look into it in the new year. All right.
Yes, who's back on the news? That's your favourite Republican who?
Yeah, kneecap. We reckon they've managed to put on the biggest Irish...
Long wave and medium wave. Full volume. Absolutely nothing. Still got slightly yeah, volume pot's much nicer now. Let's pop him over. As I say, we could have some issues with the capacitors in this anyway, which is highly likely, but I just thought we'd have a bit of a whack. It could be a dodgy lock fit transistor, that as well. That sounds shocking.
I would maybe take a slightly different view. Enjoy the ash trees while you can, because unfortunately they're going to succumb to ash dieback within probably the next 5-10 years. I don't know how down in Dorset, but I think enjoy the ash trees while you can, because they will go even if
violins chasing each other like flurries of snowflakes. What's more fun at Christmas? Two princes arguing over who has it worst while splashing through a stream and burying their chest hair. And another film celebrating an anniversary on Christmas Day is the lively musical version of The Colour Purple. It hit cinemas worldwide a year ago, and just like the stage show, and indeed Alice Walker's powerful and moving 1982 novel, it sent us...
Right, let's turn it up full whack and see if we can't get any action on... Let's find something to whack it with. Just use the back of this screwdriver. So I'm just tapping the module, which is this silver bit in here. Let's put that down. But I'm getting nothing on AM at all. No hiss, nothing. Sometimes they will come back with a bit of a whack, but not this one. Nope. It's a no. Yeah, there's nothing coming out the IF whatsoever for AM. Nothing. And it's got capacitor issues as well. You can sort of tell that because it's sort of making some weird crashing, weird, strange noises. Let's get the speaker disconnected a minute and let's get this out the case. Then we can pull the module out because that's what it's all about. Bit busy editing all evening. I still haven't caught up with your episodes even. Yeah, it's blowing a gale here as well. There's no IF there, Rob. It's no point, mate. It's dead as a dodo. Let's put that out of the way. So we're going to have to take the module out for a play. We get a basket to put all the bits in here. Ugh. Oh, it's been spit on that. It doesn't look very nice. No, we don't want that in there. What are you doing? As usual, I've got nowhere to put anything. No, it's not 127128. It's going to be OC 127128, possibly. With possibly an OC81 driver. That might be what you meant, Les. OC. Okay, we've got lots of things to do now. Let's just take a picture of where the wires are, because everybody seems to wire these things differently, and then we're going to get it out. Right. Let's take some pictures. Because we've got to disconnect the headphone sockets. Let's get you in. Let's get you in a bit closer now. Let's get to work, because I wanted to try and get this done over the next 2 days. See if we can't get it up and running properly, fully restored, but I don't know. These are not the easiest of radios to work on. So I'm going to disconnect the aerial first. This is the FM external aerial socket for car use, which no one ever uses these for cars, do they? They may have done back in the day, but come on. Okay. That's that. Then the headphone socket. So we have the orange wire on the right. The red wire like that. And then we got a ground on the bottom. Knobs off. Ow, cool. That's hot ground. That should come off. Yes, it does. Interesting, these earlier ones just had this sort of horrible, I don't know what it is, like a plastic film underneath the dial. Not very pretty, really. Yeah, this one's lifted up for some reason. Right, we need to get the switch bank off. This is fun. Not fun. Let's turn the solder sucker on. The sucker of much solder. Let's clear off some of this stuff that's in the way. Connecting a new module. Have we got any new modules knocking about, Aaron? That's just the thing. Zap them. There's lots and lots and lots of wires to detach with these things. They are not very nice to work on. They're not very nice to work on, these, but they do sound nice when they're done. Got some old radios in the shed, Don. AM only. Yeah. Eight-track players. 8 tracks. We did have them over here, but it didn't really take off like they did in the States. I think whether we were late getting them and then the cassettes came along not long after, I think that was the case. I'm sure I've taken one out of one of my cars before. Anyway, let's make some progress on this. Again, it's worth just taking some pictures. I've got hundreds of pictures of these, but it's easier to refer back to a current picture than loads of ancient ones. I'm trying to think when I did a 600 last and had to do the module. I've certainly done a lot of 707s recently. Just taking pictures of all the wires because all of these have got to come off, all of these. Actually, I can sometimes pull this out and just hinge that over to save taking them all out, but you know. Let's take some of these wires off then. Actually, I can leave those on potentially, and I can't leave these on. So I'll lift these. I'll lift that green one there. Okay, let's lift it. I should sort of tilt those over, I'm not sure. Let's get sucking. GT Jeff, how you doing? You still have 8-track tapes. I've got quite a few 8-track tapes. Oh, don't tell me you're going to jam up on me again. Oh, desoldering tool, why? I need you for this job. It's one job where a desoldering tool is very handy because the tracks on these are not great. But this one's decided to throw a spanner in the works and jam up yet again. So I'm going to have to use the old soldering iron on the back just to help it through. Right. Hopefully that would have sorted it. We can get back to business. I'll tell you what, it is time to change this thing very soon. If we win the lottery, we're going to do it. If we win the lottery, we're going to get Hako. Hako? You don't know. But this is not good. Not good. We are now in business. Right, quick, before it decides to jam up again. Come on, come off of there. Right. I've got to get all these in here for the module. I don't know whether this hasn't had a new module, you know, these wires don't look factory. Might be, but you know. Come on, off. Thank you. Right, that's all the module wires disconnected. So next we've got to release the hounds. No, we've got to release the switch bank. Some nicely bent tabs here and here. Yeah, the later ones had screws holding the switch banks in. These early ones didn't, they were just bent over. Not liking it. Let's just take the wires off, shall we? Doesn't want to come off, so Rather than struggle, let's just take them all off. Still doesn't want to come out. That's because of these damn switches here. Is something hanging on to this still? No, there's no wires connected. It's just a case of wrenching it out. Right. Time to get the wires off of the module, which is living underneath. One's already dropped off. And then we got all these over here. Just take a picture of that a minute because they're going to all be disturbed. Tell you what, some things about this phone are pain in the backside, really are. Okay. I'm just taking the wires off of this side at the moment. Well, not the wires, I'm taking the pins that are coming out of the module. I'm just sort of standing them upright. So as it will come out. That's not quite. It is now. Right, I've got another pins here to do. Turn that one up. And hopefully it will push out. If it's going to be kind to me. Got you, you little monkey. Got him. He's out. Whew. Switch bank, clip, wires. Let's get all this chucked in my little bin with everything else. Right, let's see what's inside. Right. Do the bendy uppy and slidey outy technique. There we have it. We have got AF116, AF116 and can't quite see that one. Where's my eyes? No, can't quite see that one. It's definitely an AF something. So yes, we've got 3 AF transistors. Strange we've got 2 AF116s. Normally it's 2 AF115s and a 116. But you know, and we've got 5 electrolytics on here as well, so we'll do those while we're in here. There's no way I'm going to do this and leave those in. That would be foolish. Right, so it's a case of taking these 3 out now and checking the pinouts. I'm not going to zap these, I'm just going to change them. You do want a desoldering tool for this job, really. If you haven't, you're almost certainly going to break some traces. Yeah, because these are like butter. They're like butter. Right. That one's going to drop out any second. So I'm going to take these off one at a time. Let's just take this other one off. Right, they're all desoldered, but I want to be marking the board really when they come out. I want to mark which orientation they're in. It's easier than trying to work it out after the effect. So that one's running left to right. We've got AF116 there. So we've got collector, shield, base, and emitter. That's that one. I know this because I've taken hundreds of the things out. Collector, shield, base, emitter. So let's go for that. That's number 1, that's number 2. That's going to be number 3. 3, 2, 1. AF116, what was that one? This is the one that's unknown. That was in that way round. So that's this way round. AF3 AF116, isn't it? Connector, shield, base, emitter. Right, so all I've done is I've just marked the board with a marker penlet, just so as you can see, or so as I can see, which one's which. Catch you soon, Don. Yeah, it ain't great, Nick, is it? Bum 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 bum. It's catching up. Yeah, they're expensive, Aaron. Anthony, how you doing, mate? Right, let's have a look, shall we? Let us see if we have shorty shorts on these. And even wearing shorts, do you think? See what my leads are doing today. Know them out. Right, first one then, let's go number 1. Let's go shield to collector. No connection. Base. Emitter. Okay, so number 1 is a good transistor. Number 2. Ah, okay. We've got a 36 ohm short from the collector to the shield. And we've got, looks like a, yeah, we've got a short. I thought it was a dead short for a minute. So we've got 226k to the base. And 4.9k to the emitter, so number 2 has got a short. This is why it was letting FM through but not AM, I suspect. And the last one then, this is transistor number 3, I've marked it as. Okay, it looked like it was going to give a reading then, and then it stops just to make sure the meter's working. Yeah, okay. So nothing on the collector. Nothing on the base, nothing on the emitter. So it was just that one transistor, number 2, smack bang in the middle, that was causing the problems. So the 2 were enough to let FM through, but not AM. Right. What have we got then? I don't know how many AF 116s I've got. 125s. 125. 124. 127. 125. 125. I can't see through the paper on that one. One, 2, 7, Okay, maybe 126s are in another drawer then. Some more there. 124. Maybe I haven't got any AF126s. That's unusual, isn't it? AC 126. What's this one? It's got nothing marked on this one. No, that looks like ACs. AC, that's what you meant, I think, Les. That's what I meant. AC transistors in the output stage, not OC. Well, that's strange because I could have sworn I had some AF126s. Doesn't look like I did though. Let's chuck 125s in it then, shall we? What's in here? Seem to have got a lot of 125s, so let's stick some 125s in it. I could pop the Russians in, I suppose, couldn't I? Yeah. I need to see if I can find my AF126s. So we've got some different types here. Let's use the ones with longer legs because more likely to get those to fit easier. A little bit of age showing on the legs of some of these. So I'm going to want to put a bit of flux on them. Just going to check a few a minute. Equivalent to the 126. It's the 116s that are in here. Normally you put a 116 in. The Russian ones are working here just about. I mean, I've had them work and I've had them not work. We can of course check the module before we put it back in with Frankie if I can find him. Let's get 3 with straightish legs. These are obviously new old stocks, so they are going to be a little bit tarnished, but these are pretty tarnished. Martin, how you doing, mate? You missed a radio that's not working at the moment. Now we're hoping that by changing the transistors in the module we'll get it working sort of, but it does sound like there's issues in the audio stage as well, so we might have a transistor that's playing up. Highly likely, but we can check that with we could check it with a scope, or it's easier to do it with the signal tracer really. Right, they're all cleaned up. Let's just clean the fiberglass bits off the desk before I get those in my fingers. Pardon me. Let's put these away. Make sure these are transistors. Let me have a look at the pin out a minute. GT322, no, we don't want that one. Ah, nice. Right, where's my book gone? Over here. Somewhere I've got a stash of AF 126s, but I can't find them. 125s will be fine. I could have done 117s, could have gone 124s even. Somewhere here I've got my pinouts, my transistors, I think. Well, I did have it here. There we go. So, excuse me. Still not 100% myself here. So I need to find my component tester a minute. Where are you, component tester? You were here earlier. I saw you. There he is. Let's test these then, because I've got the pinouts now. So obviously we don't want the shield wire, which is the one closest to the tap. So we should have collector, shield, base and emitter in that order. Just make sure these are okay, that we haven't got any really bad HFEs. I mean, they don't need a massive gain in the IF stage, to be fair. .118. A little bit of leakage, but not a lot. 0.033, that one's good. 118, 118. So let's do it again. So we got collector, shield, base, emitter. $79, bit lower, but still okay. It is a transistor. So we've got leakage on that one. 0.102. And the last one, connector, shield, base, emitter. So emitter is blue, collector red. Let's just make sure I got my pinouts right. 102 connector ready. Let me take a look. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all three of those are okay. So let's chuck them in. So we've got collector shield, base emitter like that. So I've sort of orientated the wires so they're very similar. They are tricky to fit in these. Let's get you over where I'm working a little bit better. Zoom you out a little bit. So what I've done, I've bent the legs in the order that they're got to go in the circuit. That's one in. And the next. Let's make sure I've got that right. So we've got collector, shield, base, emitter. So that's collector there. Shield. Oh, make sure I'm still right there. Collector, shield, base, emitter. Shield. Yep. See, we've got a trace that's not playing ball there. And there. Yeah, I think this has been worked on before because the traces are really fragile. Normally, if they've not been worked on, they're fine. Not this one. Come on, in you go. But the traces are intact, but very fragile. And this one, connector, shield, base emitter. Got to put some flux on these because the legs are a little bit tarnished. Ah. See, we've got one there that's not really playing ball. A pesky collector. Right, that's all three transistors in. That seems higher than all the rest for some reason. Let's just push that down. Put them back down in the circuit a bit more. Right, let's solder those in, and then I'm going to just check them for shorts, because they are very close together, the legs. Flux, Graham, if you've got the flux. The flux. Let's turn that down a bit. Right, let me snip the legs off very carefully. They are all in there, all nice and solid. Right, okay, let's have a look at the legs now. Have we got any close? Where's my light gone? Let's get the light down here a minute. So we've got one very close there. Where's my little screwdriver gone? There. So that one there and that one there are very close. I don't think, no, they're definitely not touching now, but they were very close before. That one's okay. And that one's okay. Right, okay. They're all right. Capacitors then. Capacitors. Right, let's just mark which one's which on the board. Cap bingo time, yep. So we've got, I believe that's the negative. That's a negative in there. That's a negative. That's a negative. And that's the negative. So these are all 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And this one's usually a 2.5 or something like that. Well, that's unusual. They've put a 10 in there. I've never seen that before. That's a 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, that's strange. Why have they done that? This has got all 10 microfarad caps in it. Yeah, thanks for subscribing. Hejam Al and Z. Thank you for subscribing, mate. How we doing on here? Derek Taffman, how you doing? We are going to see Frankie, Derek. We have an R600 Frankie. This is confusing me. Has someone done this wrong? Have they modified this? Why have we got a different cap than usual in that position? It's normally a 2.5. They've chucked a 10 in it. What do we do? Do we just stick everything in the same and hope that it works? Let me see what that cap does. Let's get the info up on this module a minute and just see what that cap does. Let's turn that desoldering tool off. We don't need that for a minute. How do you know what base collector emitter on the transistor? By looking. There is a gap in between them, dids. If I can find you a brand new one, it'd probably be easier to show you. Got one here. We've got a new old stock anywhere. No, typical. Someone had some new old stock ones. Yeah. I've got some transistors missing here somewhere. I'll have to show you on one of these old ones then. And a bit of paper. So the pinouts on an AF117, well, they're all the same. So AF 114, 115, 116, 117. Round. So they got one pin, then there's a gap, then they got 1, 2, 3. So you notice there's a gap there. So the one before the gap is the collector. This one is the shield wire, which is connected to the case. This is the base, and this one's the emitter. So the way you suss it out is the fact that this distance here is greater than the other ones. So it's a bigger gap. And if I show you one of the transistors, let's just straighten the legs out on this one a minute, and you'll see it's pretty obvious. Yeah, probably not on the paper, but if I put it there, we need probably a bit of white paper behind it, do we? So can you see there's a bigger gap? So that shows us that that leg there is the collector. So it's collector, shield, base, emitter, because that gap there is probably double the size of the gap on the other one. Exactly as per my picture there, look. The gap is greater. Will it show it better that way round? Yeah, you can sort of see it there a bit better, look. So you can see that gap is quite a bit bigger there than it is here. I've just done so many of them now, I just take it for granted, but yeah, that's how you identify these particular ones. You okay with that, Dids? The AF127s are different again. This is my little picture. I mean, I've got a picture there of the AF117 compared to the AF127. So you've got a little tab on the 127s, 124s, 125s, 126s and 127s are all the same. So the shield, this is looking at the bottom of it. Shield and base are either side of the tab. Then you've got collector and emitter. So there you are. Hopefully that sorted that out for you. Sandra, how you doing? There's my lesson for today. Right. Capacitor time. Porridge. Ah. Yeah, we're okay, Derek. Mrs. Cruncher's still pretty rough, to be fair. We've been out doing the Christmas shopping this morning, getting all the veg and stuff ready for this week coming. Bit of a task, but you know, got to be done. It's got to be done. Right, 10s. I've only got 10s at 50 left now. I must get some more 10 at 16s. As I say, normally that's a 2.5 in there. I really don't know why we've got a 10 in there. I was going to try and find it, wasn't I? Afternoon, David. Dave Rhodes, how you doing, mate? Right, let me see if I can find this thing. Now, the module type on this one is an LP1171. Look. 1171. So it's slightly different than the one I've got. I think it's a 1164 is the one I've got. Mallard. P1164, yeah. It's pretty much the same module, apart from this has got another. This has got another IF stage, an IF can in this one. So it's pretty much the same. So you can see C19. Look, if you look at C19, should be a 2.2, but we have got a 10 in there. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Do we leave that? Why has that got a 10 in it, and every other one that I've ever seen has got a 2.5 or a 2.2 in it? So C19, where is it in the circuit and what does it do? It's up here, and it is in between the AFC and the negative. So what effect would altering that to a different value do to the AFC? Would it make it less likely to latch on or more likely to latch on? Anyone? So this is obviously, it's to do with FM. You know, is this perhaps causing a little bit of distortion because that's wrong? I don't know. Is it wrong? Let's get rid of me off the screen a minute, and I'll zoom you into this bit a little bit. So this is the section we're looking at here. C19. Positive going to pin 20, negative going to the negative supply. Any ideas, people? We've got some electronics people in here, so let's have a look. While you have a peruse that, I'm going to see if I can find another one and see what caps are in that, because I've got a lot here. LP1171. There's one there, and that's got, what's that got in it? As I say, this is the diagram for a 1164. So it changes the time constant, so the AFC would be slower to react with a higher value cap. Nick, is that correct? Just looking to see what's in some of these other ones, because I've got a few. What's that one there? I don't even know. LP1171 again. Not been opened. 1164. 1164. 1164. 1171. Okay, interestingly, this has got a 10 microfarad in it as well. I've got another one here that's got a 10 in it. That's interesting, that. I don't know whether this is an older version or a newer version. You agree with Nick? Just makes it a bit slower to charge, to change. Yeah, I think we're all there. Interestingly enough, this is another module I've just pulled out of my box of bits. This one also has a 10 in it. Where's my eyes gone? Where have they gone? Where's my helmet? Let's just check this one on a minute. And there's another one. So we have 3 boards there, all the same. But there is a difference. These are all LP1171s. These two are identical. They've got these polystyrene caps in. This one has got these different sort of Mullard poly caps in, or are they polyester? I'm not sure. These are polystyrene. These are polyester, and this has got a 2.2 in, and these two have both got 10s in. This one's got 3 AF116s in it. This has got a 115, a 116 and a 114. Say this one that we've just done had 3 116s in it. So I think we're going to stick with a 10 then. Whether it's something to do with these caps here are a different value. Whether it's something to do with the fact we've got 3 AF116s rather than a mixture of 115s, 116s and 114s, I don't know. I mean, all the 1164s that I've got one of those handy. What's this one here? Say, no, that's the same one again, and I put 2.2 in that one. That's one of the newer ones. Yeah, so I'm going to stick the same one in. Must make sure don't get mixed up now. So those two. Interesting to see that though. It might be something to do with the capacitors are slightly different values. I don't know. Yeah, I've just pulled that one, Ben. It's that one there. So they're all 10s. Interesting, right? Let's Ben 10 it. 10 Ben. Ben 10. Dear, shut up, Graham, you fool. That's a negative there, so we might need to lie that one down a little bit. Lie it down that way or that way? I don't know. The newer ones, they stand up, so let's do it like that. Just do those 2 a minute while I'm here. Can you see what I'm doing? Roughly, you can, roughly. I take it I am on the right screen here, aren't I? Yes, I am, yeah. Oh, what's a snowman's favourite season? Go on, Ben, tell us. God. Chili flakes. Very good. Just pop it out in these a minute. Then we're going to go see if we can find old Frankie. the R600 Frankie. The distant cousin of the R707 Frankie. They are related. But they're not dating. Right. Crackers, aren't you, Graham? What are you like sometimes? Let's pop these other caps in. I don't know where Frankie is. I know where the 707 Frankie is. If you're doing a lot of these, it does help an awful lot to have a test set. I mean, this might still be distorted and working nastily. I have had these before that I haven't been able to repair for some reason. It's just adjustment, I'm sure it is. So there we are. That's our, where are we? No, there, left, right, left a bit, right a bit, there. I will be leaving slightly before 6 today as well, because it's the new series of a bull sigh, he says as he knocks all his components out of the basket. Right, let me go and see if I can find Frankie. I'm going to quickly nip to the loo a minute as well. I'll be back in a sec. Right, let's go searching in the vaults for Frankie cousin Frank. Right, let's have a look. Where are you? Where are you? Right, where are we? Oh, that's an R700. Okay, I thought I picked the wrong radio to repair there for a minute. Wouldn't surprise me. Now, where are you, Frankie? Where are you hiding to? Where are you hiding to? Because I had both of them here. Thought I'd keep them out safe. I have you. I see you. I see you, Frankie. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. Okay. Here's Frankie. I found him. So you have a dust off. So you haven't seen the light of the day for a few months. A modulus R600 look. Keep the caps back, we're going to check them in a minute. Five caps for bingo. And our transistors. Right. Let's zoom out a bit and we can see what's going on. See what's occurring here. Whew. Bizarre, how are we doing? A Mullard module, yes. It's the LP1171 from a Roberts R600. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this has got it's got a running lead for our power, so we know it needs 9 volts, and we've got these 2 banks of clips, one for either side of the module. So the pin outs need to be connected to these clips. Now where do they go? Well, I've got it written in my little book here. Somewhere. R600, here we go. There's my wiring. So if we turn it that way, we have got purple, red. I really could do with some decent clips for this. I mean, these aren't too bad, but purple, red, green. So that's our AFC output there. That's our positive supply. That's the AM output. Yellow one's the FM output. And the last one is the ground. Or earth, as I put it on my bit of sheet. My sheet. Right, so this way we have got number 1, which is positive. Viewed from the component side. Number 2, yellow. Which is our TR1 collector. The green is the FM coil, earthy end, whatever that means. Then we've got our ground, earth, and oscillator coil primary. So in theory, if we turn this on now with our power supply, with 9 volts, is it center pin positive? Yeah. We should have something, and we have nothing. Why have we got nothing? Have we got this connected the right way around? Unusual. Ah, dodgy pot.
Some prices made there. Fabric availability.
Through festive life today. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about our relationships over the festive period, because of course we're seeing more of our families and then missing loved ones who've passed away as well, because it can be a hard time of the year for so many different reasons. So Dr. Caroline.
Sounds like I need a new Frankie. Sounds like Frankie's playing up.
Use was twice reappointed to a senior role in office. Has previously said he was deeply sorry he'd not been able to act against David Tudor before the previous. He says he
The IDF says it carried out a precise strike on Hamas militants sheltering there. Heathrow Airport cancelled around 100 flights due to strong winds, with travellers trying to get away for Christmas also facing disruption.
So it's interfering with it on long wave.
Official Grommet Britain champion. The contestants will be faced with.
when needed. And the last Doctor Who show adventure to be brought
Shaped creation. Today, will receive a share of £300 million. Some of the winning tickets were held by a basketball club in Madrid. They were ecstatic. TV Noir, and also the son of the man.
That's the latest up to date. The time now is...
The sound of Devon.
Yeah, we've got... Frankie's got issues. But he is working, so we know this module is good. Unfortunately, Frankie is not very well, so it sounds like we need to look at replacing Frankie at some stage for a younger version, maybe, because I think that the issue with Frankie is the FM front end in there is kaput. It's been twiddle-dee-deed way too much. And we've not got a great connection to the aerial there. That's probably why the aerial's playing up. The connection there is not brilliant. It sort of is on there, but not very well. So yeah, looks like Frankie, although he is working, he's a bit ropey. So, but it proves the module's working. That's the whole purpose of Frankie. It doesn't need to be fantastic audio or anything else, as long as this is working, which it is. Right. Let's do bit of capacitor bingo and find out what these caps are actually like. So they're all 10s, people. They're all 10 microfarad caps, all at 16 volts. Which, as I say, is a bit unusual, but that's what we got. So would you like to have a guess at 10? Yeah, it's working okay. It's just a bit scratchy. You're welcome, Dids. No, it's all right, Bizarre. Don't you worry about that. It just needs a bit of TLC, old Frankie. He's a bit grumpy. He's a bit grumpy. So we've got 5 10 microfarad caps to test. 5 10 microfarads. So what do we think? Have we got any dodgy ones there, do you think? Let's get them out. They're all Philips, so they're not usually too bad. We might have some either higher capacitances than we should have, or maybe some dodgy ESRs. I don't know. So yeah, maybe Frankie needs a new chassis in the future, but it is enough to test it and make sure it's working. That's the object. So at least we know now that we can safely put this module back in the set, and if it's not working, it's not going to be the module. It's going to be the capacitors probably, but we'll pull a few of those. Lakes 11. Sounds like your Johnson outboard. Right. Right, let's do them then. I think everyone's had a go, haven't they? Let's test them. That's unusual. Oh, well, no, it's 11. Look, that first one's 11, but 5 ohms ESR is too high. That is too high. It's 11.4. Anybody? I think we had an 11 there at Ben. You'll have to do the maths on these for me. Some people will win some and some will win others. Next one. Oh, 13. Again, 5 ohms ESR. Too high. Even at a there. So 13. Whoa, 21 ohms. Is kaputt. 10.96, mind you, but the ESR off the chart. Next one. 11.7, 4.9 ohms. These are high ESR, these. Probably because they're canned up, you know, they can't breathe. And the last one, 5.8 ohms, 13.92. Ben's done the double, has he? It was the one in the 11s, all the rest seem to be up near the 13s. High ESR, let's just check one of my new ones, just for a reference. Make sure our tester's not kaput. This is one of the new ones, and it is 2.2. So a lot lower ESR. Let's check another one. .4. 2.3. These are all around 8, but as I say, once they're in the circuit and they got some energy up them, they'll jump up. So I've been told, anyway. Yeah, they're all around 2.2. I mean, these are good quality caps. These are worth. Yeah, they're all reading virtually identical, those new ones. So there you are. We've definitely, one of those caps was a resistor. So maybe that was causing the distortion in the IF. Now we could just stick it straight back in and hope for the best, but I think we've got a bit more to do than that, don't you? Because we need to check out the audio caps, see what's happening with those. Some good resistors. The Luke Litter of caps bingo, Ben. Daily stick round 4. You went too high and then I said Phillips. So I think, you know, the ESR was creeping up on those with age. Which is sort of to be expected, really, isn't it? Zoom you out a bit more then. So there's not a lot of caps in these things, not as much as the R707. Just a little clustering underneath there. It's an interesting looking transistor there, though. Can't quite see what it is, but it's a blue coloured one. See it with a little like glass top on it? Opaque glass top. It's got Great Britain marked on it, but I can't see what it says on the other side without damaging it. Okay, so let me think. The one that is going to be the worst is gonna be this one. This one here is going to be the worst, I believe. All the legs from the module have dropped into that. And Mrs. Cruncher's down there coughing again, that poor thing. So that's going to be the worst. Let's have a quick look. Have I got the schematics up here? Let's get the schematics up. It's working on it. R600, 400 kilobytes. ERT, that'll do. Dated 1968. Look, I think these were 1968, 1969. These radios. Have we got a layout on here? Have we got a layout? Well, we've got a sort of layout. So C23 is going to be the worst, I think, followed closely by C15. So C23. Yeah, so that goes, that's the supply to the speaker. That's about 640 microfarads. 24 is across the rail, positive to negative. C24, which one was that? This one down here. So that's potentially going to be an issue as well. That could be causing that sort of scratching, popping noise as it turns off. What other potential problem cap have we got in here? Is there any in the audio stage? Where's the volume pot? Here, so C16 potentially, audio cap. Again, we've got C15, which looks across the rail. C15, C16, and we've got C18, which is in between the two sections. C20, they're all going to be knackered, to be fair, aren't they? So 15, 16, 18, 21. 15, 16, 18 and 21. So they're all going to be knackered, but we'll pull them one at a time and test them. Let's get them out. Let's get them out and test them. M on out. Spanky! Simon, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Are you broke up for Christmas now? Yeah. It is a long time no see, mate, but you're still a Patreon, mate. You're still supporting, which is great. Hope you're doing alright, mate. How's all the computers going? And the radio repairs and that? I had to take a bit of a back seat. Get rid of all this nastiness on the bench. Finished work, good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Right, I'm going to take the biggest one of all out first once my desoldering tools are fired up. It is a bit easier to take these out without the module in the way. Lots more room. Right, where is he then? He is somewhere down here, I think. That one there, and that one there, I reckon. There and there. I think it's this one. And this one, I believe. Yes, we have a lifted pad, people. The butter holding the terminals on has given way on that one. So we're going to need to pop the leg over to that track there. But let's have a look then. So that's the negative. Strange, there is a mark on the negative there. Almost like someone's been in there before. So that is the negative. Right, 640. Eyes down looking. What's it going to be? 640. Oh, for 2 weeks, very nice. Yeah, no worries, Simon. We got plenty of giveaways to play with this year. 640. Let me get another cap while you're having a guess on that one. 640. We want 680. This is a weird size, isn't it? 640. 670? I haven't got any 470s. Interesting. Let's have a look what's in here. $680, there we go. They're a bit over the top though, really. 50 volts, that's a bit much, isn't it? What's something there? 35 volts, that'll have to do. Still a bit overkill, isn't it? What have we got in the axial situation? 680 massive. Another 680s in here. No. 68s. I'm going to have to stay there for a minute. I can't reach you sat down. Just check this one. No, let's pick up some lower value 680s. Anyway, we'll chuck a 35 volter in there for the minute. Assuming he'll fit, that is. How you doing? Have you all had a guess yet? I did find some new solder, so thank you, Simon, if you're watching. Right, where did that go to? It was here somewhere. Go there. Of course, we've got to bend that leg there over, haven't we? Forgot about that. Let's just push that one up flush. Not taking very well, that solder. It's better, a bit of flux sorts it right out. Right, just solder that one in. Right, are we done? Rob, go for some coral. Carol singing at 6. Oh, so I'll be gone by then, Rob, so you should be fine. Come on, we do it. There we are. 24 months. Hey, you've changed, Ben. Well done, mate. He's in. Spanky. Oh, hey, it's all happening. Thank you, Chris. Right, how are we doing? Let's push the button on this. Let's see who's got this. Thank you very much for the super chats. Much appreciated. Let's see. 765 ESR's all right. It's gone a bit high, but not too bad. Let's have a look then. $730, Rob, pretty good. Bob Anderson even. 745. Bob's leading. 756, Dave Rhodes in the lead. 760, Cage Nut in the lead, Steve. I think that's Steve's. It's Steve's. Well done, Steve. But yeah, that has gone a bit over, but it's not mental, is it? You know, that wouldn't really cause an issue. It wouldn't really cause an issue. So the new one's in. Let's pop out the next one. This is a 400 now, so if you want to have a guess at the 400, what's he going to put a 470 back in? I think it's 470 in it in place of a 400. $400. Now, where's our negative this time? It is there. It's negative just there. 400 microfarads. Come on down. So, did I put my caps here somewhere? We're on a 470. 470. There you are. Oh, you're so pretty. So pretty, 470. Look at you with your green. Look at you with your green shiny gold. We're all going for it now. Who's it going to be? Let's give that one a little bit of an adjust. I want to go that way a fraction. Thank you. Just making sure it's nice and straight. Alright. Right, how are we doing? Are we done on our 470? Are we still going? 400, sorry, not 470. It's a 400. And it is one of these Phillips caps, but to be fair, it is in the amplifier circuit, and this one is one of the ones I think that's across. No, the next one's across the proverbial. So let's get this one out while you're having a guess. There and now, I believe. Another butter out there. Shall we do it? Are we all done? No, we're still going. Aaron's going. Rob's going to get it before going out singing. It can't be 6 o'clock yet. It's only 4:30. Rob? He's going singing at 6. That's ages. He's got ages yet. Got ages, Rob. Don't panic. Right, what's this one? Okay, okay, right. I'm secretly popping caps in here while you're not looking. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Let's get a move on. Let's get a wiggle on, as they say. Right, let's do it. Triple 555. Derek's got 566. $522. I think it's Derek, unless I'm wrong. I think that's young Derek Taffman. You have to dress up in black and red. Okay, we've got another one for you. I've got a 200 microfarad next. A 200. Now this is the one that sits on the supply, I believe. Let me just get my schematic up again. C24. Yeah, C24 is across the supply, so that's potentially the one that was causing the strange turning on and off. So eyes down looking for the 200 microfarad. A couple little baby ones in here. Both 2.5s. I'll drop my tweezers on the floor. That's negative. And that's negative. So I'm going to pop both of these out. Well, you're guessing the 200. Oh, you would come off of there, wouldn't you? You wires would come off of there. I think you're both joined on there. You just join those, undo those, because they're both connected to where that cap is. That one's hot. Wow, he is very hot. Whoa, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, hot cap. Oh, I burned my little pinky then. Whoa, that one got hot. Why you get so hot, cap? Are you poorly? Are you dry? Dry as a bone? You dry as a bone? How are we doing on the 200 then? Are we all done on the 200s? Let's do it. Let's push the button. 276, not mental. Bob's close to 86. We got any in the 270s? I think that could be 289. No, hang on, 260. Multi 260. 60, 16 out, 86. 86 is closer, only 10 out. Bob Anderson, I believe. Hang on, 264. No, Bob still, I think. I think it's still Bob. 222. Yeah, okay. I think that's Bob. But, you know, tell me if I'm wrong. Oh, next up I've got these two 2.5s. 2.5s. 2.5 next then. Let's go chuck a couple 2.2s in there. Cool, that wind is getting up. I can hear that moving stuff around outside. 2.5s. Bit of flux on that one. It didn't look particularly nice joint, that. Sure it is, just my eyes. Good now. Might rejoin those two. Mrs. Cruncher did threaten to do me a bit of eggnog today. It just doesn't last in this house, you know. Oh, we're going to be playing musical wires now, aren't we? These two wires have both got to go in there. Done. Right, how we doing? How we doing on my 2.5s? That was Spanky, was it? 264. Whoa. Let's do it. Oh, 7.8. Potential resistor. 7.8 and sorry, 2.77, but 7.8. 2.77. We got caged up with 2.85. Very close. I think that's Steve, Mr. Cage Nut, I believe. Yes, it is. Let me see who's got the other one then. That's got high ESR, that one. Let's just check this other one and then we'll have a quick look, see whereabouts in the circuit. They've got to be in the audio path. Oh, another high one. 6.4 ohms, 2.64. You do tend to get a higher ESR with a lower value, but when that goes, it means they're not good. 2.64. That's probably Steve as well, isn't it? Yeah. Let's have a look where they were on in the circuit then. So that's C16 and C18, I believe. They're in the, well, the first C16 is in the volume controller. So this is the wiper to the first amplifying audio transistor. AF transistor even, AF driver, AF transistor. So 16's on the input and 18's on the output. So both of those are fairly high. So they would be restricting the signal going through there a little bit, being that they're resistors. Interesting. Right, we've only got two more to do, which is these two down the front. Down the front here, let's see which ones they are. They are 20 and 21, I believe. 20 and 21, let's see where they are. I think 21 is significant. Yeah, 21 is on the emitter of TR2. That could mess stuff up. And 20, that is on the... That's blocking... Is that blocking DC there? From this line? I'm not sure what this circuit does. It's obviously some sort of center tapped capacitor setup coming off of the positive rail. So we've got positive voltage, positive there, but then negative there. So it's not really, I don't know what that's doing. Is that just decoupling these two stages to the positive rail? I don't know. Maybe someone can let us know. One of our learned friends. Yeah, go for it, Steve. A double whammy. So yeah, we got a 40 microfarad. Sorry, 16 microfarad. And looks like another 200. So that's the last two. Tone, you reckon, Bizarre, do you? That could be, couldn't it? Because the tone wasn't great, to be fair. But then wouldn't that be switched in? Because we've got high and low tones, so that must be switched somehow. Where's our high and low tone switch? Is it M2? So tone is T. Where's our tone switched in then? M A I Okay, I'm cracking up. I can't see the tone switch here. So I'm looking for T. This is a tone switch here. Look, T. So we got 1 and 2. A and B will switch over to B and C, and E and F on that side. So the T one. I can't see T. M is medium wave. L is long wave. V is VHF. I'm going to see it as soon as I come down here, aren't I? So that's medium wave, that's long wave. Here we go, tone T. So tone is switched back here. That's switching this cap here into circuit. There is another section of T somewhere. Where's that to then? Maybe that's not used. That's the AFC there. LMV. Just looks like that then. So it's D, E and F is the operating of it. D, E and F, so it's just this one. So this one here switching down basically to there. That is our tone switch. That's it. Yeah, T1. Doesn't look like this side is used then, or this. Just purely on there. Okay, let's get them out. Let's get them out to play. C19 and 19 and no 19 and 20. We are talking about C20 and 21 bizarre 20 and 21. C20 and 21. So C20 is the one that you think is the part of the tone control, and C21 is on the let's go back to this diagram. Look, it's just here. C20's in there. Look, that is this thing that you thought maybe something to do with tone. We've done C19 already, I believe. So, and C21 is over here on the emitter of TR2 on the positive rail. Might be transistor biasing. Don't know. I do not know. I'd have to read up on amplifier circuits. I'll tell you what, the traces on these boards are pretty shocking. I just lifted another one, look, and I'm not being aggressive. They're just made out of butter and Marmite. Or Vegemite for our Australian friends. Good to see Don in tonight. I think David might still be on holiday. I must watch his latest video. He's done one on a transistor radio. I'm not going to be able to resist watching that, am I really? So where are we? Oh, that's the negative. Oh, this one looks like it's leaked. Oh, this could be a leaker. So that's a negative there. And that's our negative there. This one's got a bit of a mucky bum. Let's have a look at this, look. When we look at this, the board there. So either a load of flux is leaked through, or that is a leaky cap. Can you see where I'm looking at? Just here. That doesn't look good, does it? So that is a 200 at 6.4 volts. Gonna have to give that a bit of a clean up. Oh, no worries, Bazaar. See if that'll clean up. It might be flux, you know, I'm not convinced. Well, it's sticky. It's not coming off with isopropyl. That might even be some wax that's fallen down from the ferrite, you know. Might be wax, that. So that might be a red herring, that one. I think that could be wax. It looks like wax. And we have a dry joint. I've just found a dry joint, you know. Don't you know? I found a dry joint. Interesting. Just solder that one on. So we're now looking at a 200 microfarad then, so place your bets. $200 microfarads. Yeah, we've got a dry joint there. Let me see if I can get you in. Are red herons as bad as hunts? Yeah, they are. So the bit I'm looking at is this bit here. This joint here, where I'm pointing the tweezers. Can you see that moving? That is a dry joint. Naughty. So that could be part of our problem as well. Have you ordered a guess at the 220? Sorry, 200 I mean, not 220. 200. See, these joints are rubbish. That's lifted again though. I mean, I'm not being aggressive with this at all. Can you see that pad's just lifted? Well, no he hasn't actually. That's strange. That's just the remnants. So this one is a 16. Okay, so our 200 is the one we're on at the moment. 16 microfarad. That's not a size, is it? 16? Am I reading that the wrong way round? 16 microfarad, 40 volts. How strange. I'm going to chuck a 22 in there. Right. Let's check out the 200, see who's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Who is it? Does it smell bummy? You can't be a bit of bummy smell going around, you know, I'll tell you. Oh dear. I think that was my saying of the day, wouldn't it, back along? Bummy. Have we all done on our 200? I'm going to push a button then. $299, so it's nearly 300. 297, Steve. God, you can't get closer than that. That is Mr. Cage Nut Steve, my newest Patreon. Well done, Steve. And the next one up, that one has gone a bit high, hasn't it? The next one up is this 16 microfarad. Am I cracking up, or is that not really a proper size? 16. It's just my mind gone blank. No, 10 or 22. I can't say I've ever seen a 16. .8, 689, no. Oh, 15? I got 15s, maybe I should put 15 in there, but... There are 18s, but no 16s. All sorts of things coming to the party now. All sorts of things jumping off the shelf and coming to the party. Get off. Get off. Buy 2 tickets, Steve. Only 1 like? No. No. Surely there must be more than 1 liker. No likey. No likey. Dear oh dear. What like? I'm just not worthy. I've got to do something with this backing paper. This just doesn't look good at all. I'm going to have to put some tape or some description on there. It was a bit of that grey tape, really. Bit of grey insulation tape. I did have some of that because it is like a grey background on this. I'm referring to this hideousness here. That's sort of an excuse for a dial. I don't know what they were thinking. The later ones had a blue backing, but these early ones, they just had this nastiness. I think I'm going to have to go with Gorilla Tape or something like that, you know. It's got to go. It's got to go, people. Let's wind that back the other way now, then. Yeah, it's just like a clear tape. It's sort of the backing of the dial, so you'd think they put something a bit nicer than that in there, wouldn't you, Roberts? Come on. That's not the Cruncher way. It's not going to happen. We're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow that to stay like that. No way. No way, Jose. It's not going to happen. We've got a very strange sort of jaunty angle on the tuning cap as well for some reason. I've just got that all over me sore hand. How are we doing then? Have we all done on this? GT Jeff says 27 likes on your phone YouTube app. Well, maybe someone needs to refresh. Derek, you need to refresh maybe. Could be a refresh situation. Yuck. That's nasty. Roberts, that's nasty, Mr. Roberts. Right, are we all done? Are we all done? You got 36 on yours. Can do likey on TV too. Ideal. Right, let's do it. 18. So not far off the 16, but 4. One. Yes, that's a good cap. That one's okay. So Benji's got 19. Gotta be closest. $15.57. Hang on, Martin, 18.5. Are we is this the same one? I think that's Martin. 18.5. It's Martin. Just checking to see if there's any other takers. 18.5. Looks like it's closest. Oh, you got 34 now. Excellent. Thank you, people. It will help. I'm sure it helps somehow. I don't understand how the YouTube thumbs work. Thumbs. I don't know. It's not. It's beyond me how all the data works. Get to know your algorithms, grow your channel, and all that business. We just want to fix some radios and have a bit of fun. And retire to a tropical island. yeah. This is nasty, this tape they've stuck on here. I don't know what it is. Gotta find some new tape to go in there. I think I'm going to need to replace the grommets on the FM front end as well. Anyway, there we are. We got some dodgy caps there, so that might account for the bad audio we were getting. Mightn't it? You had that pretty much on the nose, Martin. Mr. Mike Cass, back in the house. Evening, Mike. How are you? Got to carry. I've got just. This is bugging me now. This top plate. I'm messing with the top plate because I want to clean this up before I put it back together, and it's got all this nastiness all over it. It's coming off. Don't know that I need to change those grommets, do I? It's almost like that one isn't tightened up enough, and those two are tightened too much. But looking at the design of this, it looks like it's wrong anyway. I don't know if I can show you on the camera, but can you see the difference in the gap here to the gap here? And if you look at the spindle, it's sort of like, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's sort of going that way, not straight up. It should be going straight up, but it's sort of like leaned over like that. But I don't know. Let's loosen these and see what happens. What can go wrong, you know? I'll tell you what, they were really loose. That was loose. Loosey, and that one's really loose. So it looks like it's grommet time, isn't it? But then we've got dial cordage if we're messing with the grommets. So we need to do these one at a time. Otherwise we're going to be restringing. Stringy ringy. Restring. Stringy ringy? What are you going on about now? Cracking up, boy. Do I have a PS9? Do I have a PS? That's a good question, Jeff. I think maybe I do. Maybe I have a PS9. And that's not a PlayStation, that's one of the early Roberts power supplies. Okay, I need to... I think this is a jaunty angle because those grommets are absolutely shotteroonied. Is that a word? Shotteroony? See, they looked all right from the face of it, but I can see there that is kaput. That has gone to, what would you call that? That's not moving at all. What am I going to get that out with, Graham? Do that. Will this one be a bit betterer? Betterer? That's a good grommet. We can reuse that, can't we? We can reuse that grommet. We can reuse that, surely. Yuck. The other bit's absolutely stuck solid on the screw thing. Yuck. Gonna have to cut that off. That would explain why we got a bit of a jaunty angle going on, wouldn't it? Yeah, so there's our grommet there. Like new, that, isn't it? What on earth size is going to go in there then? I did pull out some grommets here somewhere back along. Say we keep going in and out of the boxes. Now it's either one of those or one of those. So I've got two types here, or have I just got the one? I've just got the one type. I can't even put it back in. The hole is that mucky. That's gone really hard and crusty. It's gone like rock. Get that off because it won't sit properly else. Now, is it one of these? Is it one of these? What do you reckon? One of those? Let's put the screw back in and see what happens. Want to do it up. Yeah, that'll do. That's one then. Let's get the other one out. Be careful because I'm resting on the ferret there. Once I'm resting on the ferret, he'll bite you and he won't let go. Okay. So you need to get in the other side here. Yeah, well dried up. That's that one suitably scraged. Let's loosen that one right back off again then, without doing it so much that it drops out. Clean up that a bit more. Some may say this isn't worth doing for a radio like this, you know? Blimmin' old heap of rubbish. What are you messing around with that for? But you know, this radio will sound great again. And hopefully it'll look great. These do sound nice, these radios. There we are. Second one done. One to do, that's this one over here. Oh, that one's just broken apart with the screw, look. It's crispy, meaty, fresh. Cut a bit off the back. Well, that one's come out a lot easier. Sometimes grommets go in nice and easy. That's usually because they're too slack. If they're causing problems, then you've probably got the right size. Come on, what's the matter with you? The other ones went in fine, now you do the same. Let those boss's grommets. Ah, he's just jumped back out again. You. It's because the thingy underneath is too close. Can't go through. We do not want to pop the dial cord off. Make sure we seat it properly underneath. And let's pop a new screw. You don't want a slack grommet? No, you don't. Tight is better. Don't you have some blue tape you could put on there? No, Derek, I don't think I do. We have got some blue tape at work. Okay. Now the problem I've got now, if I tighten this too much, if I tighten this one too much, it's going to bind against the brass tuning thing. Now that's just off of it. There we go. There. That is a much better. I think it's designed wrong anyway. I think they've got that bracket incorrect. But yes, there you are. We are now fully regrommeted. Fully regrommeted. You're anxious, bizarre. Hang on, the chat's playing up again. What have I got open that I shouldn't have here? It doesn't want me to have this open. Okay, let's shut that. Let's shut that. That should speed us up a bit. Yay, there we go. Oh, we're back. Wallace likes a tight grommet. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Right. So I've cleaned most of that off. That's just where it's somehow tarnished this, whatever this metal is. Let me see what tape I have. Oh, Mrs. Cruncher's providing me things. Have you done me an eggnoggy, have you? Oh, look at that. She's a star. Thank you, Mrs. C. Oh, look at that. It's fully eggnogged up in the Christmas vacation. Oh, glass. Oh. She's been busy. Mrs. Cruncher's looking after me, isn't she? Right, let's refresh this. Let's refresh my chat. She is good as gold, isn't she, Joe? They need to be slightly loose to allow movement. Yeah, I mean, I haven't murdered them up, to be fair. I could do them a lot tighter than that, but how about that then? Woohoo! Cheers! Oh, that's nice. That is. Oh dear. It could get a bit mucky later on. It could be sporting a bit of a hangover in the morning potentially. Now I was just going up one night to see if I could find some tape here. I was just wondering whether I could put the silver tape. That aluminium tape might look quite nice, you know. Yeah, that might actually look very nice underneath. What do you think? Shiny foil tape? Otherwise, it's just going to be black duct tape. Or black duct tape. I've got some white tape. I've got some white tape. Oh no, that's... We have got some white tape in here. So I've got some white tape, which is probably closest to what was in there before, or I've got some blue masking tape. What should we go for? What should we go for? That is the question. What do you reckon, people? As the backdrop to the dial. Let's have a look. Where is the dial? Let's clean him off. Reindeer. It's a moose, I believe. Isn't it a moose from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Rob, you must have seen that. Yeah, there is a lot of egg in it, Spanky. You'll have to Google eggnog recipe. So what we're going to do, which way are we going to go? Blue masking tape, Derek reckons. Go for blue, says Spanky. Oh, the nutmeg, yes. We have got nutmeg. I'll tell Mrs. Cruncher you're complaining. We have got nutmeg. Right, let's try and cut this square. It does taste nice with a nutmeg in it though. Oop. Right, let me stick this on here a minute. I'm going to have to trim it a bit. So I'll get one edge sorted. Let's get this edge sorted then, because I got the pointer in the wrong place really. Actually, let's just wind the pointer over that side. Right, I'm getting there. Just need to cut it off the right length, which is about there. God, look at that wind out there. I don't know if you can hear that howling there, but I don't know if you can hear that on the stream, but what do you think? Like a new one? Let's give this a bit of a clean off a minute. It's looking a bit manky. I just want to see what it looks like underneath. Whether I need to just move the tape slightly. I'll put another lot on. She certainly looks after me, that Mrs. Cruncher, doesn't she? Right, let's just dry that off and see what that looks like through the... Grated on a leg of lamb? Really? It's windy there, Derek. Whoa, you're... whereabouts are you in Welsh Wales, Derek? Are you up in the hills? Are you down in the dales, in the valley? I mustn't try Welsh accents because it doesn't work. I'll tell you what, that actually looks... What about that? That looks amazing. That is so much better than before. I've obviously not polished the dial plate yet, but I will be. That is 100 times better than it was originally. That is so much better. You're on the top of the hill, so you're getting blown to pieces. I mean, we are pretty high up here, but yeah. You were wrong, Bob. Nutmeg tape. Russie's in. Hi Russ, how are you, mate? Keep the egg, you're all about the nog. Go for blue, 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 blue. White. And we got Derek Taffman with a Super Sovereign as well. We got Mr. Derek Taffman has changed to a Super Sovereign. 24 months. Supporter. Russie, also a Super Sovereign. Get on. Keeps the Chelsea fans happy. There we go. That actually works really well. I just hope it doesn't like lift up. That's the only thing. It would look pretty bad if it started lifting, really. But yeah, who'd have thought? It's not quite as deep as the other one, but you can't see it through the front plate. You could if you sort of looked at it like that, I suppose, but no, straight on you wouldn't know. Brilliant. Well, that's sort of that problem out. I don't know what it would have looked like with white. I mean, the white behind the dial. The white would have looked all right, to be fair. Yeah, the white would have done the job as well. I mean, it was like... It's difficult to say because it's lost its colour, but it almost looks clear. So it almost looks like it would just be showing the back of the aluminium through the back. They did change it to blue in the later models. Aluminium, would that have worked? Try not to get it. Aluminium would have worked, but I think blue looks the best. Yeah, aluminium is probably as close to the original as you'd have got. The glue on the aluminium tape is much better. This is masking tape, don't forget the blue stuff. So the glue on the silver tape is much better. That would not lift. Saying that masking tape, when it's left on for a long time, it just sticks, doesn't it, permanently. Jess, how you doing, mate? Hi, Gerard. You'd say that, Gerard, but there's no way that the tape that the blue background could come out. And the earlier ones definitely just had that bit of tape in it. They did not have a blue background. The later ones did, but you know, there's no way that the blue background could come off. And this has got no sticky on this side at all. That's just, can you see it's like shiny tape? That's got the sticky on that side. You can see where it's dull, where the glue has been. Something spilled in there, I think, and lifted it a little bit. But yeah, that's just polythene, really. It's just polythene that's been stuck in there. That I've seen a lot like that, because I thought they were wrong when I first saw it. I thought there was something wrong with it, and I took one out of another radio and fitted it in one of these. And it wasn't until I checked a load of others that I noticed that they're all like it. All of the earlier ones. Say the later versions did have the blue background. So Jess wants to do a light and LED conversion on it. Oh, it's nice. Right, how are we doing for time? Right, we haven't got much time left. I've got about 10 minutes. I've got to do me advent calendar. Don't forget, this is to be continued tomorrow. This is a two-parter, which I thought it would be. We've got a lot done though. We have got a lot done. I've got to put the module back together. I've got to put the module back together. We know it works. It's been in Frankie. Let's put that together a minute. We need to make sure we've got it the right way around. The right way round. Says that Mrs. Cruncher's down there lighting the fire as well. She's really looking after me. Considering she's not very well, she's overdoing it a little bit. So I'm gonna have to speak to her. She needs to take it easy. So let's solder that one back in first. Then this one. You've got to be really careful with these because they're like shockingly bad traces. That's that. Now what I've done with the lid. Did I chuck the lid in there? Yes I did. Should be a little bit of paper in there. Get this right way round. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. We can see that little tiny bit on in the hole there. There's got to be some way of picking up the signal from that little tiny hole, because it's just like a capacitor on the board. It's just laid down on the board. There's nothing connected to that at all. It's just a capacitive test point. But there you are. One module back together. We need to stick a little label on it to say that we've refurbed it with AF 115s. So anyway, let's I'll tell you what, I've got stuff everywhere here. That's made cracking progress with that. It's literally just got to go back together now. What else have we got to do to it? It's literally just got to go back together. So that's going to be what we're going to do tomorrow. Right, all the 2s, 22. All the 2s, 22. Number 22, anybody? Anybody for number 22? Come on down. I think that one's pretty obvious, actually. Yeah, we're going to watch the new Bullseye. If any of you are sort of darting fans will remember Bullseye, but 6 o'clock in the UK, the new series of Bullseye is coming on. Top left. Yeah, it's up there. You can't really miss that one, Santa, can you? But well spotted. You are the queen of the advent calendar. And what have we got in here? We have another screwdriver bit. If I can get them out, there we go. Let's get you down here. So number 2 Filippo going in just there. So it looks like we've got room for one more screwdriver bit, and that's it. If it'll focus. It's a nice little set, really, isn't it? It's the sort of thing you could chuck in your pocket, really. Pocket your coat and just take it around if you ever needed. I mean, it covers quite a lot of bases, that, doesn't it? Because you've got Torx, you've got a little driver for a socket, you've got a screwdriver, you've got a ratchet. So that's a useful tool, very useful. There you are. Oh, that was delayed. That's worked out about right today, hasn't it? Always wanted a bendy bully. Yeah, I bet they are an absolute fortune now. Used to win a tanker, didn't they, and some darts and a bully. Bully special prize. So there we are. That's it for today, people. Hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks again for the super chats. Most appreciated. And we're going to carry on with it tomorrow. So part 2 on the 23rd. 2 more live streams tomorrow, and the last one Tuesday, where we're going to do the draw for everything. So make sure you're here for Tuesday. Christmas Eve is where you need to be here, because some people are going to win lots of. Somebody might win multiple prizes. You never know. Someone might clear me out and win the lot. Yeah, thanks Joe. She is a star, isn't she? Yeah, they have gone quick. We've done 22 live streams. It seems like we've done half a dozen, but we've done 22 live streams. Can you believe that? Unreal. How do I do it? I don't know. I really don't know. But there you are, I do. Cheers, everybody. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what the time is. Brother's coming tomorrow, so it might get pushed, you know, a bit further on. I'm not sure. I think it's probably 5 till 7, but it depends. I'm not sure what time he's arriving and what time he's going to leave. So it's a bit up in the air, but we will be back tomorrow for part 2 of this one. Take care.